So if you notice that I have a different background, well, it's because what happened was I had filmed some clips and realized I didn't have my mic on. So then I was like, how can you start filming without your mic on? So a lot of part of the clips, I'm like, okay, well, I can't use because you can't hear anything that I have to say. But we're going to try this again. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, excuse me, I have something in my throat. If you haven't seen part 1 of my video, the part 1 of this video was I asked my Facebook friends what were the assumptions about me before they actually got to know me. And now I'm going to do what were my assumptions before I got to know them. So the first person we're going to start with is Nate. So my first assumptions when I met Nate was I thought he was pretty cool. He was funny. He came off very sweet, and he just had positive vibes. Like, he was the type of person where I would say stuff and he always laugh. Like, I could say a joke, or I can have like a blonde moment, because he used to call me Blondie. Because trust me, when I was in high school, I was very like naive. Like, yeah. So the nickname they used to give me was Blondie. Like I said, he had a great personality. He had great vibes, and he was very cool. And he was always like a fun person to be around. The next person is Quetta. My first assumptions about Quetta was that she was really cool. She was really sweet, very helpful, very open, very informative, because I would go to her to get my hair done, and I would go to her with like hair advice and all this stuff, because I was like trying to get my hair back healthy again. So like, she's very sweet. And then when I got to know her, it felt like I knew her forever. And I miss her because she lives in another country. I'm back stateside and she lives overseas, and I miss her. I also think that she is very talented, and like every time when you go to her to get your hair done, you go inside her hair salon, you're bound to have a good time. Like, she's full of just fun, and she's silly, and she gives the best advice, and she's just so cool, and I love her for that. And Christina, she became my sister. I knew her since 11th grade, and she became my sister. Like, when we first talked to each other, we just clicked instantly. It's just always fun to hang out with her, and I feel like she adopted me. And why I say she adopted me, because when I moved from Florida to Alabama, it was a hard transition for me because I had to adapt, and it was just very hard. And I feel like Christina was the first person who opened me with open arms when I moved to Alabama. So thank you, Christina, for taking me in as your best friend. Because honestly, I was like, oh my God. What I was saying about Christina was that I feel like she adopted me. And what I mean by adopted me was that I was new to Alabama at the time when I moved to Alabama 11th grade year from Florida, and she was very nice to me. She was kind. She talked to me. She was, open arms basically, and she was the first person I felt like was very nice, like genuinely nice to me when I moved to Alabama, because sometimes that transition is hard, and she was just like always there for me since pretty much day one. So I thank you for that, and I really appreciate you for that. So Jasmine, my long-term bestie from 7th grade, we met When I first met her, I honestly thought she did not like me. That was my pre-assumptions about just about her. I felt like she didn't like me only because we were wearing the same shoes the day we met, which I probably should have knew that was definitely going to be a sign that we're going to be friends for a long time. But we were in the same shoes, and she sort of gave me a funny look. So I was like, oh, okay, you know. But we end up being like the bestest friends. We've been best friends since 7th grade. She has always been there for me no matter what. She's always like a ride or die chick. Like, she always has my back. Jazzy knows I love her. Thank you, Jazzy, for always being there for me. Sierra, my first assumptions of you was that you were funny because we had a class together. Well, we had more than one class. Like, I knew Sierra since 6th grade, and she was always like teasing somebody, not like in a bad way, but like a joking, funny way. And I remember like every time I was around her, I always would laugh. And then she always had like this cute laugh. It's hard to explain, but basically she was the type of person that always made me laugh. And she always just had a cool personality. And you know, she's always sweet and very nice to me. And now she's a new mom, so congratulations with your new bundle of joy. And I'm sure you're so happy to be a mom, and I'm happy for you, girl, because your baby is so cute. Helene and I, we used to work together, and to me, she's just a natural born leader. When I first met her, she came in so energetic, so happy. She was so nice. She introduced herself to everyone, and especially me. And she was just like, came in happy, energetic. And I was like, I think she's pretty cool. And then when I got to know her, I've noticed how strong she was, how much of a leader that she is. And I appreciate her because it's like she's the type of person that she can get people moving in the right direction. Like, she is a great leader, and she like stands up for what she believes in. You know, she's strong-headed, level-minded, and you know, like I said, she's just a great leader. And I appreciate for her just keeping everybody together and trying to, she's just type of person like you would call on her if you need something to get done, because you can depend on her. And she's just been very sweet to me and very nice, and I really appreciate that. We have is Cherish. And Cherish, when I met you, you were so open, so nice, so friendly. When I first met you, that's what I thought. But when I no, so I'm sorry, I messed up. Cherish, let's start over again. So Cherish, when I first seen you, I was like, cool, they look young, they look like, you know, they look like around the age of me and my husband. I was excited. So I was like, ooh, I could relate to her. And I thought you were so friendly and nice. And you always smile. You used to always say hey like you always say hello to me when I walk past by you. And when I got to know you, I was right. You were so nice. You were so open. And we have something in common, that we both grew up military. So we're both military brats. So as soon as I found out you're a military brat, it became a military wife, I was so happy, because it's like finally somebody could relate to me and what I'm going through. Like, finally someone can relate to me and understand like being a military brat. So I appreciate you, girl, and thank you for being a great neighbor to you and your husband both. Kiana, when I first met you, you kept it real, and that's what I like. I like when people keep it real. I didn't have pre-assumptions about you. But I know when I met you, I was like, wow, you're so cool. And I met you around the time where I was about to move. And I'm like, man, I wish I would have known you when I first got there, because I felt like we would have been friends, we would have been hanging out. You know, both our husbands would probably been like cool with each other and everything. Like, so I like the fact that you kept it real. And I just like people who keep it real. And I like how you had no filter. I'm not saying like you would just say like anything, but like however you felt, you didn't mind. You know, you weren't afraid of speaking like how you feel and whatever's on your mind. And so I like that about you. Adrian, you are the sunshine. You are the type of person you will light up like a dark room. Like, honestly, girl, you just bring the sunshine. When I first seen you, I always seen you like smiling and laughing, and I was like, wow, I'm pretty sure she's nice. And then when I met you, I was correct. Like, you have a great soul, you have great energy, you're always positive, you're always laughing, you're always smiling, you're always like, you're always helping people, and you always make other people feel good. It's like when you come around, if people are sad or people are down about something, you know how to like brighten up everybody's day. So you remind me of like a sunshine. So I pray that you keep being positive, because I know with this world it can be challenging to always be positive, trust me, because sometimes it's a challenge for me, but I just pray that you never change, because you light up anybody's day. Sarah, when I didn't have pre-assumptions about you before meeting you, but I know when I did get to know you, I was like, wow, you remind me like my auntie or something. Like, you were so loving and warm and so nice, and you came up and spoke to me, and then you still message me, you know, through Facebook, and like, I just love your positive vibes, and I feel like you're very loving, and you're a really great person. So don't let anybody steal your shine, girl, because honestly, you're loving, and I love you for that. Tarmise, I just want to say that when I talked to you, I was like, my first pre-assumptions was like, wow, she's really cool and nice. And I was right. And when I got to know you, I was like, wow, she's so sweet. She's so talented, because you're a photographer for my wedding. And honestly, I was kind of nervous meeting you, because I thought you would thought that I was crazy, because when I told you that I'm having an Alice in Wonderland themed wedding, I thought you had been like, girl, like, are you crazy? Because, you know, most people, they're not going to have like those type of theme weddings or whatever, but you were just very open, and you were very inviting, and you were so nice, you were so sweet, and you took amazing pictures for my wedding. So I really appreciate for you, and I'm sure like God will bless you with like amazing opportunities with your talent. So keep doing what you're doing. Carmen. Carmen is silly. Like, every time around Carmen, I always laugh. I like my pre-obsessions about Carmen was, I honestly, when I first seen Carmen, I thought she was kind of weird, but not like in a bad way. I just thought like she was different. And then when I met her, you know, she ended up being very funny, and honestly, Carmen's outgoing. Like, I think a lot of people think like she's a type of person where if you say something to her, she won't really say something, but believe it or not, Carmen, she's the type of person where she don't play. Like, if you say something, she is very witty. She would get right back quickly back to you. She don't play at all. Like, trust me. And Carmen's so funny, and she keeps it real, and she's just so fun to be around. And she's the type of person, like, if you invite her over over your house, or even if you're at a party together, she makes everybody laugh. So she has a great charisma, and she's very smart, she's very witty, and keep the jokes going, Carmen. We love you. Juliet, you are very sweet. Assumptions about you was that you were very smart. For the things I've heard good things about you before I met you, and I was right. You are smart. You still are smart. You're very intelligent, and I just like how you're so open. I like how you are so like woke, as they say. I love how you're able to see both sides of the story. I love, like I said, I love how you're open, and I don't know, I just feel like we both could relate to each other. Like, I just remember every time I would talk to you, is like we will relate, like we understood where each other was coming from. So I just wish all the best to you. You are very sweet, and I consider you as a good friend of mine, and girl, like, you are cool. I just want to let you know that you are a very cool person, and don't let nobody steal your shine. Shalina. Shalina, you are so silly. You just have good vibes. You're just so chill. You're so laid back. I always feel good being around you. I feel like you are a talented hairstylist. So keep pursuing your dream, because I know you want to expand and everything. And I feel like you should just keep pursuing what you love. and I just feel like you just are cool vibes. You're so nice and you're so funny and you're so helpful. So girl, I love you every time you're around. I love when you're around. Jessica, when I first met you, no, actually scratch that. My pre-assumptions about you was like, wow, like first I thought you were in high school, but I'm pretty sure you thought I was in high school too, because I was like, is she in high school? But then I found out you were like around my age, and I'm like, what? But I'm pretty sure you were the same. You probably thought the same thing about me. But we used to play volleyball together, and I just know that you're a talented volleyball player. You're very nice. You're very calm. You're very patient. You have a great head on your shoulders. You're very confident, and that's what I really like about you, is your confidence. Sandra, I love your free spirit. You are so cool. It's hard, sometimes it's hard to find like older people, who are like open and who are cool and who are free spirit. And I love your free spirit. I love how you love to travel. I love how you're open to try different things. I love how you're just so cool. Like, when I think about you, Cassandra, I think about how cool you are, and I love your spirit. So I feel like just keep going, keep being you. I feel like you only have one life to live, so live it to the fullest. Morgan. So Morgan, I knew Morgan since I was in 7th grade, and I think Morgan was friend in Florida. So I appreciate you, Morgan, for being open and nice and friendly. You always been open, nice, friendly. You always been, every time I see you, always laughing. Like, I just remember always being around you and you're always laughing and you're having fun. And that's what I love about you, Morgan. And now that you are a great mom, and I really appreciate you for always being nice and open to me. Train Bean. Train Bean, girl, you are so cool. And I remember, like, when I took a couple classes with you, you would always make me laugh. And I love how you didn't change. I love how you didn't switch up your personality. Because, of course, when you're in high school, a lot of times, like, your classmates or your friends, they tend to, like, switch up their personality. Like, if they're hanging out with one person, they act this way, whatever. Because, in high school, everybody's trying to impress everybody. But I love how you were the type of person where you didn't care. You were going to be yourself. You were like it or leave it. And I love that about you. You always made me laugh. And you were always so nice. Honestly, you were always nice. And I felt like you were nice to the right people and mean to the right people. You get what I'm saying? Like, you knew who to be nice to, you knew who to be mean to. And I appreciate you for that. Pierce, you're just so cool. You are, like, you have positive vibes. You're just so open. You're always like ready to hang out. Like, I can call you and be like, hey, you want to go to the movies, or you want to go bowling or whatever? You're like, sure, cool. When? What time? Like, I love that about you. Because you know how some people, you call them like, hey, you want to hang out? Like, girl, I don't know, because I got this going on. But you're always up for the ride. So I appreciate you for always, like, willing to have fun and to hang out with me. Morgan, you are a funny person. When I met you, I was like, wow, she's really energetic. Like, I was like, she has a lot of energy. And then when I got to know you, I realized, like, you're like a big sister to me, and we can relate on so many different levels. And you're so cool, and you were nice to me, and I really appreciate you for that. And I'm happy that now you're a wife now and a mom, so I'm happy for you. Lisa, I feel like you are very bubbly. You're very nice. Like, every time I see you, your eyes light up because you're just so happy. And your boys, they're so cute. And I love when you post like Facebook videos and pictures of them on Facebook. I love to watch your family, and I hope one day you decide to do a YouTube channel, because you say you used to do YouTube. So it was like, girl, get back on YouTube. I'll watch you and support you. And you're a great mom. Honestly, you're a great mom. So I'm sure sometimes it's a lot of pressure for you, but you're a great mom. I like to call her Rupe. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. I call her Rupe. And I was so happy when I found out that you and your husband was around me, my husband's age. And then I was in shock that you were like a little younger than me, or you and your husband a little younger than me, something like that. I was like, wow. Or your husband was around my age. But honestly, I was happy to find a couple that is like me, my husband. And I felt like you were very sweet and nice, and you're funny. And I like that about you. And you're a great mom, and I just wish you all the best. I hope that you liked the video that I did. I hope that everyone that I gave my assumptions about, and also like how I felt after I met you, I hope that you like it and you actually get to see it. I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. There's a notification bell at the top right hand corner, so you could turn the notification bell on time I post a new video on my channel. So if you have any pre-assumptions about me that you want to share, all you have to do is comment below. And I honestly want to know your feedback, like if you enjoyed my response about you. Also, share your reaction in the comment down below. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more videos on my channel. It is currently 7 something in the morning. I need to go to bed. I love you guys. All right, bye guys.